Hey YouTube, thanks so much for tuning in again to the Clutch Trucker channel. I got a new light. Here, I'll try to show it to you. It's this little thing. Yeah, see, I just blind you with that. Alright, so I got to turn it off. See this thing? I got it here at the Space Age Travel Center. You can bend that up. It's got a magnet on the bottom. It's got a magnet here on the back. And even a hook you can pull out. See? How about that? Anyway, so it's an LED light, and you can bend it and set it down so it'll stay in place. See, there it is. Because I was using my Magnum flashlight and it wasn't working too well. It was uneven and it just made me pink. So now I have this, so I can set that over there, and now you can see me a little bit better, and I'm not pink. A little washed out, but you know, what are you gonna do? This video is kind of a random, a few things. I just felt like making the video because it's a good way for me to wind down at night. All right, I'm at the Space Age Travel Center in Hermiston, Oregon. It's off I-84. I couldn't give you the exact exit number, 186. I'm guessing. I don't know. Anyway, I delivered in Portland area early this morning at 2 a.m. I had to drop my load at FedEx at a FedEx facility. And, you know, you'd think FedEx would be fast because that's kind of what they're known for, right? On the loading end in East Moline, Illinois, 5.5 hours. On the drop end, I dropped at 2 a.m., 6 hours. Come on. Thanks for eating my clock, FedEx. Appreciate that. At least the Jubitz truck stop was only a half mile away. So, of course, being on paper logs, I was able to roll over there without having to show it, because anything under 7.5 minutes, I don't have to show on a paper log, and it was the same town. So I went over there, sat there, and then went back to get my trailer, and they weren't ready with it. It took a little bit longer. Again, FedEx, you'd think they'd be fast. They're fast with their own trailers and their own drivers, but outside carriers, yeah, they take their own sweet time. I feel like Eeyore, oh bird. Anyway, and then I had to pick up a load over there in Vancouver, Washington, which sounds like it would be far away, but no, it's across the border. It was literally like 5 miles away. Picked up there, so I showed my split brake, picked up in Vancouver, and I didn't get much sleep in between. Even though I was able to show an 8 and 2, I hardly slept. So I didn't drive all that much farther tonight. I made it out here to Hermiston, Oregon, to the Space Age Travel Center, and that's where I found my handy little light. So see, now I'm into this YouTube thing enough where now I'm buying accessories. It was a big $10 anyway, but it makes it easier to make videos at night, so hopefully you can enjoy that. I got a couple of rants about that in general. I already ranted about FedEx, but Jubitz, it's supposed to be like one of the most prestigious truck stops. It's supposed to be a big deal. But you know what? It's 100% blindside back. Hello? Whose idea was that? Come on, man. Iowa 80 had 95% like blindside back for a while there, because they tried to put in that diagonal road leading straight to the fuel island. They thought this was a brilliant idea. It forced all the spaces to be blindside back. Morons! World's largest truck stop. Let's make it harder to park. So Jubitz, I don't know what the heck you're thinking of. They're still all blindside back. I hadn't been there in years. They're still all blindside back. Paint the spaces the other way. Doesn't take a lot. A few cans of paint. A couple of people out there measuring some stuff. Iowa 80, like I say, they screwed up for a while and had it all backwards. Then finally, they figured that out, that wasn't working well, and they turned it around the other way. So 90% now of the spaces at Iowa 80 off I-80 in Walcott, Iowa, are, driver's side back, like they should be. Hello? Anyway, so truck stops that do the blind side back spots, what the heck are you thinking? Hello? I know, there's a TA, a brand new TA in, where is it, in Tennessee, Caryville. All of the reserved spots are blindside. Thanks! Gosh, I paid for that spot, and now I got a blindside back into it. Why, makes me violent. I had a light out on my trailer. License plate light on my trailer went out. Caught that when I was at the Traveler's Oasis in Eden, Idaho, when I was doing my pre-trip. I noticed that was out, and so I shook the wires around, to see if it was just kind of a short thing. Well, I couldn't get it to figure out. So while I was waiting around for FedEx to unload me today, crawled under the trailer and pulled some wires around and found out the problem. Yeah, it had been repaired at one point, the wires leading to the light going to the license plate light. Actually, I bought a new license plate light for like $5.49, not that bad, at TA in Boise, hoping just plugging that new one in would take care of it. No, it didn't. So then that's when I had to crawl under the trailer today and find out the problem. Of course, had my handy dandy tool bag. I will do a video, I keep promising to do this, on, I've done like inside trucker tools and things you need. I want to do a whole stuff about actual tools, drills, hammers, screwdrivers, things you need to make your life easier. I will do that, I promise. It's going to be coming. I mean, come on, I've been doing a video like every other day, so believe me, it will be coming. Anyway, pulled out my handy dandy tool bag, crawled into the trailer, got a little bit greasy, a little bit dirty, but was able to find where they had spliced that wire leading to the light for the license plate before. So, just trimmed it off, pulled off the insulation, and had shrink tubing. Every truck driver needs to have shrink tubing. It's a beautiful thing, and a torch. My daughter got me the torch, propane torch, Christmas last year. I've used it so many times. It makes life so much easier. Yeah, you can melt the shrink tubing with a lighter if there's no wind. How often does that happen? Anyway, so I was able to make fairly quick repair on this license plate light. Now, I don't know if the DOT can really pull you over for that or give you crap about that. I'm not sure if you legally have to have your license plate on your trailer lit up, but I don't want to find out. That's why I carry extra headlight bulbs, extra turn signal marker bulbs. I don't want to find out, because if DOT starts to pull you over for anything and do an inspection, they're not going to stop until they find something. And believe me, they will. Oh, they will. So anyway, I was able to fix that on my own, added some extra bigger shrink tubing around it, really got it all watertight and everything, tucked it back up there. The light now works again, so I was able to repair that this morning. So, that's one of those things that just feels good to do. Saved me about $200. If I'd gone to a TA, Petro, Freightliner, they would have charged an hour labor to diagnose that. The light itself was the cheap part, $5.95. But then they would have charged, shop fees and all that other crap they always do. It would have easily been $200. I saved that by fixing it on my own. When you're an owner-operator, baby, you got to do whatever you can to save that cash. Thank you. So got that done. That was kind of fun. The load I had going up to Portland, paid pretty well getting up there. Loads right now getting out of the Northwest, Portland, Washington area, suck. I mean, they're paying nothing. They're paying around $1 a mile. It costs about $1 a mile to run this truck. I've got an older engine. If you watched my earlier videos, a 99 rebuilt engine. Newer truck, 2016. But I only average 5 to 5.5 miles a gallon usually, especially with a heavy load going over the mountains. And so I got a load getting out of here, paying me after the company takes their little piece. About $1.27 a mile. Not good. Not great. Not terrible. But pays the fuel, pays the maintenance on the truck, gives me a little piece of lettuce. That's about it. This one's going to Columbia, Missouri. So hopefully from there, I can start making back around the $2 a mile kind of thing where I need to make it to make a decent living. So anyway, 10 minutes I've gone on this, you know, kind of ranted on a few things, blindside backs and truck stops, shrink tubing, beautiful thing, torch, you need to have one, and here I am at the Space Age Travel Center in Hermiston, Oregon. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, ring the bell, hit the like, do whatever you gotta do, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Thanks for watching. Clutch out.